Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. This is the Minecraft SS Andrea Doria interior tutorial part 4. So you'll be doing the oil slash ballast tanks in the generator room, and we'll also be doing basically the basic design of the 5 generators here. So it's gonna be quite the part. I don't even know if I get to the generators. This might be a part 5 thing. Um, I guess we'll see. There's not really too many oil tanks here, as you can see, so who knows. Um, yeah. So before I start, I do want to say I did remember that part 3 I forgot to add the random fact. So I do have another fact here, which is actually quite fitting with the part of the ship we're working on. Um, so when the Stockholm collided with the Andrea Doria, 500 tons of water flooded her fuel tanks. So there's that. Um, I do have another fact for this video, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, I guess we'll just get started with these oil tanks. So I do kind of have the outline here already. You should really just have these stairs and slabs here. I do have these marked out for the oil tanks though. But we'll go from the outside of this hallway here that we have in the last part, and we'll bring this back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, and then bring it out to the side by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add a line down to connect it up to the bulkhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring it back to the connect to the bulkhead. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Something doesn't seem right. Oh, I see. Bring it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then bring it back here again, and then bring it out another 2. So we can basically remove this deck in here. Or just remove this entire compartment because there are oil tanks that go around. So the deck might kind of mess with your perception of the oil tanks. But do remember this is the Steva, the tank top. So I kind of just put this sign nowhere. Just fit there. Put the block there. Boom. So I can still keep the sign. Yay. Alright, so again everything is the same on the other side. Except once you get to the generators. But all the oil tanks are the same on both sides. So you have those walls put in. And then we'll basically we'll also stack these walls in here. And we'll bring this up to the height of this deck here again. Actually no, these ones go up further. Let me check. How far up did these go? Because I know these oil tanks were at different heights. So I think this one goes up. Let's see. I think an extra deck, single deck. Yeah, this goes up another an extra. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Well, I'll try and explain this as best as I can. 'Cause these oil tanks are kind of confusing. We'll basically bring up all of this. We'll bring up everything we have so far up to this deck here. So basically go 2 decks up. And we will line this wall here to start. There we go. And then basically just bring up the rest of these walls to that height, which is, I don't even know how many is this, 11? So I'll just stack this up by 11. Stack 11 up. Yay. Did I not select the right? I didn't. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. got these walls brought up now. Yay. So this is how high they go. Obviously this wall here will change color. We'll worry about that later. But now this one tinier compartment over here, this one goes up another deck. So we'll add another line of blocks around here. Basically just trace the outline of it. And then bring it up another deck here. I guess I'm just doing this by hand. So right up to there. So you can see our oil tanks are a bit different heights now. It's just what the deck plans showed, so that's what I'm doing. But anyway, we'll get the like ribbings in here. So let's see. We'll start in this compartment. We have two ribs right here. Oh, we have one there and one here. So we'll start by bringing these up all the way up to there. And then basically I have two there, one there, and two there. And again, bring these up. And then over here, I think it says, does that really form an like L bracket? No, it doesn't. Okay. So go on there, there, there. Bring these up. If I can place them where they should go. And then I think, yeah, just have one more right here for that compartment. And then this next compartment I think is a little bit simpler. Yeah. So we'll start by going along the frames here. Nice and simple. And then along the back wall here, we'll basically just add two frames. And then along this wall, we again add two frames. There we go. And then I think the next compartment, yeah, we just have front wall and back wall frames. So that would be right here and here, and then there and there. So bring these up. And I just remembered something. I was rewatching the video from yesterday, and I think I misplaced a block in here. Oh my goodness, I did. If I did not go back and fix that, then I would just be paranoid for the rest of my life, I guess. There we go. Got that fixed. Alright, and then this last compartment, we have basically just two frames here. Well, two walls, I guess. So it's like right here, here, and here. And these, you're gonna want to trace the like hall walls first, up to there. So I'll just do that. And then along this wall. There we go. So now, actually I think there's a oil tank above this little hallway thing. I'm gonna go ahead and check that. Yeah, this is divided down the middle. So I'll go back and change that then. And I think I just added ribs on one. Yeah, I only added the ribbing on one side of that center wall. So basically, you're gonna want to bring your hallway out to here. So let's fill in the rest of this floor here. start by doing that. Then we'll bring the yellow terracotta across. But we'll really just add our color now. So we'll do set yellow terracotta. And then set all of this to smooth quartz. And then we can basically just start by just filling in this entire back wall, and then I'll show you how to make this bulkhead door. And I'll also add the rest of the ceiling in here. The simple stair slab design. Like that. And then you're also going to want to extend your pipes. However, there is a few bits here that you should probably get. So basically I have the end of this pipe here. We'll extend it by one more fence. Yeah, we'll just put one more fence there, and then we'll put gate, and then a fence. Put the little lever there. And then you add 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3 more gates, and a fence, and a lever. And yeah, that's basically where the oil tanks are. Actually, this one doesn't have the lever. I've been corrected by myself. As for the bulkhead door, I kind of just made it. I just made it a vertical sliding bulkhead door, so it goes up and down. You can add this little grindstone design. I put a grindstone here, and then a end rod, and then a lever, and then there's a little staircase here because there's basically a raised platform up here that goes around everything. So you have stairs upward, which I've just used polished diorite for to kind of match the iron trap doors. And then on the sides of this, I've just put some waxed exposed copper trapdoors for the handrails. And for the bulkhead itself, I did do. I basically punched out a 2-block space there, put an activator or detector rail, so it kind of looks like that's where the bulkhead would click into place. And then above that, I put a quartz bricks block and a chiseled quartz block, just to kind of make it look a bit more textured, like a bulkhead door. So you can add that if you want. I have there, or you can find your own design. And then we'll basically just remove this wall that we added, because I'm realizing now that it's wrong. Actually, that pillar can stay. So you should basically have that now. Now you're going to want to bring this wall to the middle and put it right above these lanterns here, which you probably don't have, so you're going to want to add them. It's just the same pattern. Skip a section, add them. But yeah, this wall here, you just add down the center. Like that, there we go. And then I put just a few more walls in these corners to look more like frames. And then when we do the other side, you're going to want to add, when you go ahead and add the frames like this, only this side will have the 2 frames in between. Because you basically only need 1 frame to hold up a wall. And that's what the plans showed, really, or that I could make sense of, is that only that side had the frames holding up the wall in the middle. So it's just a little historical accuracy detail that doesn't even matter, but you can add it if you want. But yeah, there's those oil tanks. So you basically do the entirely same thing on the other side. In fact, I will go ahead and copy and paste all this. So I'm only gonna do it to here because I don't want to screw up the bulkhead door. So there we go. There's all that pasted in. And then in here, we'll add the 2 frames there. Come on. And there. And again, we will be changing these wall colors when the time comes. For that deck. So yeah, now add the roof, I guess. So we'll get our roof design. So we have slabs first, and then stairs, and back here, if you want to add stairs there and there, I suppose you could. To kind of make it look like the pillars are connecting to the top. Did I do that in this area? Again, I just want to be consistent with my designs. I didn't do that, so I'll just leave that out here as well. I'll just put these slabs and not stairs. So do the same thing in here. You have the slab, and then the stair, slab, stair, slab. Come on, slab, stair, slabs. Get this compartment with the slabs, stairs, slabs, stairs, slabs, stairs, and slabs. Then up in this compartment up here, slabs, stairs, slabs, stairs, slabs, stairs, slabs. So then we can basically just copy, flip, and paste that again. We can. We have to break in here though and add the add these little pillars back. They should be here to connect to the frames on the ceiling. There we go. You should have gotten, yep, I got the top two. So yeah, there's those oil tanks. You can go ahead and take your deck here, and you can kind of pull it around and put it on top of this oil tank, if you want, which I will do. I'll go ahead and just do fill with the birch planks. So now, there are more oil tanks off to the side, which I will get. We'll basically go from, we kind of have this already, and I know you have stairs and slabs here. But we'll go from where this wall goes up, much taller. We'll fall straight down to that. We'll go ahead and replace this bit with the polished tuff, as well as this. I'll just set that to polished tuff. And then we'll basically extend this wall along, kind of following a general shape of the curvature of the ship. So we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 onto that. And going inward, we place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can go ahead and change this back wall, bulkhead wall, to the polished tuff. And then that's where our oil tank goes. So this one again goes up to the same height as that. So once you get these walls built up, you can go ahead and replace your deck outline. So let's see, this needs to go up by how many? 15. So go ahead and stack 15 up. There we go. And then what I mean by replace your deck outline, you can just put the outline of your deck around here, where the oil tank is. And then on the inside, actually need your deck outline here as well. So 4 block space. There we go. That's where our other deck goes. So we can go ahead and just set this to birch planks. And then also along the back. Actually, no, that's along the bulkhead. I don't need to do that. But I could probably do it here, just because why not? Make it look a bit nicer. Yeah, inside the oil tank itself, we'll go ahead and stack the walls again, and then we'll add the ribbing. So this is kind of like the double hull of Queen Mary, and it's pretty annoying. But if you're doing the oil tanks, then you know, you kind of got to do it. Okay, there's that bit done. And then here, I think I can just use world edit a bit. So just do there, sat, polished, tough. There we go. Saves all that done, and then along this, again along this back wall here, it is currently smooth quartz. We'll just go ahead and change all that to the polished tough, because there are more oil tanks here on the outside edge, so the inside should be the polished tough color. So here's all that done. We'll go ahead and add the frames now, the wall pieces, the polished tough wall that I already have, and we'll just kind of figure out where these are supposed to go. So again, we'll start by putting them along the hull. Like that. Again, it's another kind of annoying long process. Not hard, but just annoying. Maybe mentally challenging. Especially if you're on bedrock. As some people like to call it, a bug rock. Not exactly the easiest to play. So we'll get the walls along the oil tank walls. I promise things will get more exciting soon. With the machinery. Yay. Yeah, we all love doing machinery, I'm sure. Especially when the blueprints are blurry. So there we go. There we got our frames. I'll put the ceiling in again. There we go, and then we can just put the deck over that. There we go. So yeah, there's that. You're also gonna want to change your walls again. So just go from here to here, and replace polished, tough, yellow terracotta, and then from here to here, do replace polished, tough with smooth quartz. And then we basically have something ready to copy, flip, and paste over to the other side. Let's go down to like there, I suppose. And then copy, or actually wait, no. I want to grab these signs first. Okay, now we can stand in the middle, copy, flip right, and paste. And now the signs are gone, which is why I got them. So that is C deck, D deck, and down here is the tank top. Again, we can fill in this little bit here. Alright, so Now that we have all those oil tanks put in, it's kind of an annoying process. We'll fill in this entire area with the red tick. Actually, I believe I was using normal terracotta in those other areas. I'm just going to go ahead and change my, basically just change all of my red terracotta that I have in the oil tank control areas to the normal terracotta because I kind of like that better. On second thought, no. I'm just not going to do that. So sorry if you did all that and then just came back to can we say no, but there's that because these are like cargo areas, not exactly crew only areas. So I think red terracotta would have been more realistic for these kind of crew, like machinery spaces. So go ahead and fill red terracotta 300. Put the sign there. So there we go. There is the outline basically for our generator room. And now we'll build the generators themselves. So the kind of annoying thing about these generators is that they're not exactly centered. So the center of the center generator is one block to the side of the midship. So you basically go to your doorway here, your bulkhead door, and on here go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block back on the red, and go to the side one block, go to the left one block. I'll just place a line of, what is this, 11 polished andesite. So then either side of that, you're going to want to leave a 5 block gap, and on the 6th block, we'll do another row of 11. Over here, this is the center block, 6th block, 11 row of 11. So that is your center block right there. So you have 2 on that side and 2 on that side, 5 generators in total. Alright, so these generators are really all the same. So you can really just copy and paste this design, which I will go ahead and pull out. I'll just copy and paste it onto this first one, so you can kind of see how it's made. So just go from here, copy, into here, do paste, and that shouldn't be there. That should be there. Okay, so for your generators, you have your row of 11 here, which goes out to here. I'll build this as I explain it. We'll basically get our stairs and blocks, and on the center block, so I'm doing this on the center generator here. On the back end, we'll add 2 stairs either side, and then this does apply for all the 5 generators. Here's just one generator, and then copied and pasted 4 other times. We add these stairs there, and then add polished andesite. Add stairs facing the other way, stairs facing this way, and then the polished andesite, like that. And then again, you have the stairs facing this way, stairs facing the other way, polished andesite. And then here you have these stairs facing this way, and then behind that you have a full block again, just like that. Behind that, we'll place 1 block either side of that end of like basically the keel or backbone, and we'll place 2 more stairs like that. Because as you can kind of see here, that the base kind of changes a little bit from the generator itself to the actual like spinning part, or combustion chamber to the generator. So yeah, and then on the sides of these stairs, we'll add 1 block there, 1 block there, and add a stair behind that, and then just connect it up all in the back with 5 polished andesite. And then in the middle here, this little 2x3 gap, we'll place 3 stone brick wall like that. I don't know why these are these. Oh, okay. Well, change these 2 blocks here to upside down stairs like that. I guess that's just to make the stone wall a bit better. Did I do that here too? No, those are full blocks. Okay, interesting. And then basically on the center here, behind that stone brick wall, place a waxed exposed copper grate. Either side of that, we'll put the waxed exposed cut copper stairs. It's E-Money's favorite block. And there we go. And then there is one little more detail you can add. It's just the ladder, because there's a platform that goes up here. So it's just a ladder on the side here, right there. I think you can kind of tell where that is. So you have the two stairs there, the third stair, and right behind, or right in front of that third stair from the back, we'll place our ladder. Oh yeah, and then on this very outer generator, this one, you do have another ladder right there on that side. Yeah, basically, I guess this is my prototype. This is my reference, and this is my actual build. So I'll do the next, or reference the next layer here, if I don't destroy it. Do copy from there, and paste it here. And we can kind of see what we're dealing with. So again, along the basically backbone of this whole thing, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Place 9 blocks in the center. And then either side of that, we'll add the polished andesite stairs. So there and there. Then on the sides of that, we'll basically add a stair like this every other block. And then in between those blocks, we'll add slabs like this. So over here, the same stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair. Alright, and then behind this center bit, we'll place 3 stone brick wall. And behind that, we place 3 polished andesite. Behind that, we place 3 more stone brick wall. And behind that, we place 3 waxed exposed copper grates. And then behind that, we just place 1 stone brick wall there. And that will connect to something. I don't exactly know what yet, but I'll connect to something. But yeah, and then just around all this, we'll use our trapdoors, iron trapdoors, for the platform that people walk on. So that's the second layer done. And for the third layer here, we're starting to incorporate this ladder. So let's see, we'll copy and paste. So here you add basically another line of 9 blocks down the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then you kind of have the same pattern as you had for this bottom layer with these stairs and full blocks. So you have your stair right there, and full block, and then stair like that, and a full block, stair like that, and then a full block, and then finally a stair like that. Except this bit is only 3 blocks wide and not 5. So put all this in. There we go. And then let's see, on this last block here, we'll add a ladder piece there because as I said, we will have a walkway that goes around these. And then this ladder will take us to a walkway above all this. So there's that layer, not yet done actually. We need to add a few more things. So behind this like keel, we'll add a slab there, and then behind that we'll add a stair there, and a full block on top. Behind that we'll add another slab like that. On top of here, we'll kind of just finish off this wheel with a copper grate, and then the stairs on the sides of that. And finally, an iron trapdoor right on top of that wall piece. That finishes up that layer. It's just got a bit more to go. It's just a bit more to do. Yeah, I guess we didn't finish the wheel because there's that trapdoor we gotta add on top. Just copy from here and paste. So the next layer up is essentially a reversed version of this layer. So, again, we'll add our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you just build up your full blocks where you can see them. Just 3 like that. And then for your upside down, or for your stairs, you just follow the same pattern, except you put them upside down. So you can see they kind of form like little squares, manifolds, whatever they're called. I'm not an expert with diesel engines, because these are diesel-powered generators, I'm pretty sure. Despite this thing being a steamship, she actually had diesel-powered generators. So it's interesting. I guess that could be your little fun fact. Is that Andrea Doria had diesel-powered generators. So there you go. So now that we have all that put in, you bring your ladder up another block. We'll put 3 this andesite wall pieces behind. And then right on top of this whole copper wheel, we'll put another trapdoor on top. Just to kind of round it off a bit more. Just a bit more to do. Kind of on the final stretch of this piece of insanity. So I go ahead and copy and paste this again, so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So we're actually going to get our cobbled deep slate out. So we'll start by placing one right here, just a stair block, so that we can put the ladder on it. Then on the other side, we'll have a slab. This is only stairs that you can put a ladder on it. Oh, and down the middle, again, you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 center line. We get our polished andesite slab and cobbled deep slate slab. So behind the stair, we place a andesite, and then 2 cobbled deep slate, andesite, 2 deep slate, andesite, and 1 deep slate. And it's the same on this side, except that's a slab there instead of a stair. So there we go. There is that bit done. And then up here, I think oh yeah, we just gotta add there's a little, I just added a mangrove button on the back. This is all based off like a one picture of the generators, so I'm not entirely sure what some of these details are, but I do know that they were there. So if you want some more accuracy, you can put them there. But yeah, after that, it's pretty simple. I don't even need to copy and paste this really anymore. Basically go to our second block back on our keel. I'm just gonna call it that, I guess. And we'll place, with our stone brick wall, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotta do it on this one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On top of all that, we'll add trapdoors on all those. If I can add them where they should be. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. Finally. Alright, and then we'll take our diorite wall and we'll place, 7 along here again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then finally, we'll add the actual like exhaust pipe. So it's just got a few different kinds of blocks. So basically just add, another 7 blocks of iron. So I have 7 iron blocks along here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the ends of that, we'll add a polished diorite, just because that's where it connects to the curving point. Because it all curves towards the middle and goes up. So this is just kind of a what's this called, like an elbow. And then we'll add buttons around it. I can use pale oak buttons now. Because I basically designed the tank top of this ship, except for the engine room. I designed the tank top of this ship before 1.21.5. Or 1.21.4, I mean. So I didn't have the pale oak yet. But now I do, so I can use that. But yeah, that's really our generators. So basic generators. We'll add the rest of the details in part 2. But I will go ahead and copy and paste the generator designs onto the other generators. So just go from there down to here, down to here. And we'll stand in the middle, copy, and paste. And over here, we'll do paste again. So yeah, there we go. There's our 5 basic generators in place. So I apologize if you have to do this on Bedrock without World Edit. That must be rather unfortunate to build this 5 times, because it is fairly complex. But I hope I did explain it easy enough. But yeah, there's that done, and I think that will really conclude part 4. So hopefully Jamie will be back in part 5. I was a bit busy today, which is why the video was coming out so late. So Jamie couldn't quite attend. Yeah, hopefully he will in part 5, which will basically be a lot more detail of the generators, potentially finishing the generator room. I guess we'll see. It might take even another part after that. It's part 6. Oh yeah, and also, just that I don't forget, I'm gonna change this wall to the yellow terracotta. Set yellow terracotta. Boom. So yeah, that's really that. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3. That was the April Fool's Day episode. Still a real episode though, despite it being kind of foolish. The Rickroll at the beginning and the troll at the end. Um, but yeah, so there's those generators. There's those ballast tanks. Part 5 will be more generator stuff, more generator detail. And hopefully Jamie will be there. So yeah, that's really all for this video. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.